Yeah, thanks. Mm. Hey, good evening, everyone. I'm not hearing anything.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, fellow
Good evening.
Toastmasters and dear guests. I am Toastmaster Amit, the Sergeant at Arms for this meeting, meeting number 499. I humbly welcome you all in this precious meeting. Let's move forward with all the energy that we have and the excitement that we have for this meeting. To conduct this meeting smoothly, this virtual meeting smoothly, we have three golden rules. First, attendees should mute their microphone or phone when they are not speaking. Second, attendees should refrain from talking uh, before getting acknowledged. And the last but not the least, attendees should not speak anything related to politics, gender, or religion. Please note that the host has the right to mute an attendee if need arises. Now, the word of the day is amicable, which means getting something done without any argument in a friendly way. And the theme of the week is come rain or shine, which means getting a thing done despite all the obstacles or irrespective of any scenario, no matter whether it is good or bad. Now, I would like to introduce our presiding officer, who who basically hails from Uttar Pradesh and currently based in Bangalore, and sees CSY qualification, and she owns a firm, Geeta and Associates. She's past life hypnosis therapist. She loves reading books. She is quite passionate about public speaking and also inspiring people by her acts and deeds. Now, I would like to call Toastmaster Geeta. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amit, for that lovely introduction. Good evening, distinguished Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster, members of CISCA, and dear guests. I welcome you all to the meeting number 499 of BCTZ as a joint meeting with CICASA. It feels so great to have the linkers meeting and joint meeting regularly. This helps to know more about ourselves, more to express, more with the familiar, that's a current and the familiar audience and the unfamiliar audience as how we act or react. Come rain or shine, we as Toastmasters and the CICASA members always meet up, develop and enhance our skills, may it be together or may it be individually. So the theme of this week is come rain or shine. It is like committing yourself for a work or just for something which you're really committed, no matter the situation. Like the life is to us. Life should move on, no matter what happens. Who lives with you? Who leaves you? Or who's there with you? Who leaves you in the middle? You know, I was just scrolling down some of the videos of the motivational speakers, wherein I came across Tony Robbins' short video, wherein he stressed on few things as what has to be there in life, what we need to inculcate to make our life a better one. First, he said, even if you skip the meals, it's okay. You should not skip reading. You should be reading at least 30 minutes a day. This is something which is going to change your life for a longer time. And secondly, he said, feeling your mind is the greatest one. But you know, you also need to strengthen your body. So he continues further saying, fear is something we all feel inside. And this kind of fear is what is built up in our body in the form of knots. To remove these knots, to release these knots, to release the fear from our body, we need to do some practical exercises, the physical exercises, not only in your mind, but also doing it there. No matter what shape, what size you are, you need to have some physical activity in your life. This might be like walk or run or yoga, hit some gym or something which is related to your physical activity. Just do that. It's like training your body, training your mind to feel alive. That is when every cell of your body feels alive. When your mind is strong, your body is also strong. It's either way around. It's vice versa too. And the third thing which he came up with was Find a role model in your area of interest. Find a role model. You see who's doing good in the same area, and when you see that person who's doing very good, your belief system becomes very strong, and you feel that certainty comes out in your body. That is when definitely you feel that you can do this. Fourth thing is about a massive action from your life. It's the course which is going to change your life itself. Find someone who's worse off than you. Help them. Or because you can also do it, you do that, it gets you out of yourself. That is when you learn as a tutor, as a helper, as a server, what you are. Dear Toastmasters and Sikasa members and guests, life is about learning these four things and inculcating them. No matter what life gives you, no matter what situation is. That is why it says, may come rain or shine, life has to move on. You need to control things which is there in your control, like training your body, training your mind, keeping your attitude high. This is also a thing which is going to help to lead your life with zeal, come rain or shine. Stand yourself with your mind. With this, help me, members here, present over here, help me in welcoming the captain of our meeting today, a very enthusiastic person, hailing from Bangalore, pursuing his CA finals. He was the ex-president of Sikasa from Forum Bangalore. He is well-versed at dance, Bharatanatyam, Carnatic music, a very, very new member to Toastmasters BCTC club, but it does not appear so. He's so proactive. It's a very proactive member of the club, ready to take up the roles, ready to actively participate in the meeting and learn more and more from here. Let us welcome Toastmaster Srivatsa. Over to Srivatsa.
Thank you, Toastmaster Geeta, for a warm welcome. Hello, Toastmasters and guests, and but not the least, Sikasa speakers. Are you all geared up to celebrate this particular meet? Yes or no? Unmute yourself and just throw a word. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
This is not the energy.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
no
Yes.
response.
Yes. Yes, of course.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the spirit we all need to have. I just came across one of the verses. The beauty of night is darkness. The darkness of the world where one can behave the way they wanted. The amicable behavior left behind the abrasive one. Embrace the inner reality when no one is watching you. Today we have a theme, come rain or shine. We all are gathered over here after having wonderful meals yesterday, day before yesterday of the festive time. And we are sitting over here in front of our laptops. Yes, we are here to bring out the rain with words and shine like a bright stars. Without further ado, I would just like to welcome our general evaluator for the day, a person with stupendous knowledge, a person with principle of etiquette, CA by profession and an advocate by passion. With thunderous round of virtual applause, let's welcome our general evaluator for the day, Toastmaster Siddesh Nagraj Gaddi. Over to you, sir. Kindly request you to explain your role.
Thank you. Very grateful to TMOD Srivatsa. A very warm good evening to all the Toastmasters as well as Sikasa speakers. My duty as a general evaluator, rather, I'm here as a learner, not as an evaluator. What a privilege it is to sit through the meeting from the beginning to the end and list down all my learnings. I'm not doing it out of compulsion, I'm doing it out of choice. In fact, every meeting I attend as a Toastmaster, I'm attending as a learner or general evaluator. So not that I would require assistance of a TAC team, but I have a wonderful team of volunteers who will be assisting me with timer, grammarian, as well as our counter. To start with a timer, we got a wonderful friend from Sikasa, Surbi. May I request you to introduce the role?
Happy noon, everybody. As a speaker, we should have presence of mind in two things. One is whether the audience is interested to listen to a speech, or another one is and about the time. Within the time provided, we should wrap up a speech and make sure we convey whatever we want to tell it to the audience. So you help all the speakers over here. I will be the timer and I'll be timing each and everybody. The rules for prepared speakers is minimum of 5 minutes they're supposed to speak and maximum of 7 minutes. And when minimum of 5 minutes is over, my background will change to green. At 6 minutes, yellow, and at 7 minutes, red. And you will get a 30 minutes of grace, 30 seconds of grace. That is till 7 minutes, 30 seconds, they can extend the speech, and after that, they'll be disqualified. And for table topic speaker, the time limit is minimum of a minute and maximum of 2 minutes. And the same rule applies at minimum when you speak for 1 minute, background changes for green, 1.5 minutes yellow, and 2 minutes it's green, and 2.3 or 5 minutes you'll be disqualified if you extend that. 30 seconds grace is given for even prepared speakers as well as table topic speakers. And at end, I will be telling who spoke for how long when we asked for. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Surbi. Our next role taker is grammarian, Madam Geeta. May I request you to introduce the role?
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you, Valveka. As the role of a grammarian, my role is to take note of the good usages and not so good usages of the grammars which is being used by the speakers or even maybe the role takers. So the word of the week is amicable, which is the meaning is absence of discord. Example to be used is like the amicable relationship between the two legal agreement holders did not stand for a long time by the sale of the land. And the theme is come rain or shine. This means no matter what is the situation, you are committed to a work or do something. For example, my friend or a coach, my friend turned coach, he's so committed that no matter what, come rain or shine, he's always there at the gym to work out and to feel good. When asked by the evaluator, I will present my evaluation of the word and the theme used by most of the speakers. I wish all the speakers and the role takers to use the word and the theme as far as possible. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Geeta. Wonderful explanation. The third role is our counter. May I request Naveen Kumar to introduce the role? No, you can unmute yourself. We want to hear the ask. Thank you.
As a counter, my role is to take over the note of the overused words or filler words as a crunch by anyone and report to GV when I ask for.
Thank you for keeping it very short. The fourth role taker is listener. May I request listener to introduce the role? Susti.
Happy noon to everyone. Listen if you want to be heard. In today's meet, my role is listener. During the meet, being a good listener is just as important as being a good speaker. As a listener, I will keep note of interesting tidbits of information from any of the speakers and ask questions near and the end of the meeting to see if everyone was paying attention. So that's it. Back over to you, G.
Thank you. Thank you. In addition to all these role takers, I'll also be assisted by individual evaluators. They'll be called upon as and when required. With this, I wish all the Toastmasters, all the Sikasa speakers, all the very best. And over to TMOD.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Today, it's an auspicious meet. 499th meet of BCTC and 166th meet of Sikasa Speakers Forum. Here, today's meet, we'll have the words which drop as rain and impromptu speeches shine like bright sun, and evaluation to enlighten us and to and also to evaluate ourselves and improve ourselves. Our meet is divided into 3 segments where the rain shower of words are put on to us with prepared speeches, and the bright shine like a sun. The speakers come onto stage and give their impromptu speeches, the butterfly session, and at last to evaluate, we'll be having the general evaluation. Without further ado, let's start our rain showering session, prepared speech session. Before I welcome the prepared speaker, I would like to call upon the individual evaluator, Toastmaster Sonal, to read out the objectives of the speaker who is speaking on the stage and request not to reveal the speaker's name. Over to you, Toastmaster Sonal.
Mr. TMOD, fellow Toastmasters, and the speaker. The project, this is slightly different from our Toastmasters, so I'm a little confused, but this project revolves around the use of body language. So the speaker is supposed to pick a topic that facilitates the use of body language, which incorporates movement, gestures, facial expressions, eye contact to express the message and achieve the speech's purpose, which is, I think, to use body language effectively. And I wish the speaker all the very best. And I'm assuming the timing is between 5 and 7 minutes.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Sonal. This person is a kind-hearted, enthusiastic, and I would like to quote as a Lady Dawn of Sikasa Speakers Forum after the past president, Madam Lakshmi Shenoy. She is taking the role of the president and leading it like a dawn. Without further ado, with thunderous round of applause, let's welcome our Lady Dawn, the first prepared speaker who is going to speak the Project 5 on the topic Unexpected Journey. Madam Christy Maria Babu, over to you.
Thank you so much, Srivatsa, for your overwhelming introduction. Unplanned trips are the best because planned trips never happen. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and the future Toastmasters. I'm Christy Maria Babu, and today I'm going to give my P5 on the topic, the unplanned trip. 2 years back, my sister came to visit me, just to meet me. Back then, I was busy with my C intermediate classes and even with my articleship. My schedule was like this. Morning from 7 to 9:30, I had my classes. And from 10 to 5:30, I have to go office for my articleship. And again, I had 6 to 8:30, I had my intermediate classes. I hardly get time to think about the trips or the outing kind of thing. But as soon as I met my sister, I felt like getting her somewhere because we both the siblings didn't have any kind of exposure in this Karnataka after coming from Kerala for pursuing my BCom. I took my phone and called few of my friends to join with us. The funniest part is that till then, the destination was not even fixed. The first name which came to our mind was Nandi Hills. That was a favorite destination for anyone who come Bangalore for the first time. We all say that we have to go Nandi Hills. That's a favorite destination for all the people out of Bangalore. But that was not, we have dropped that plan because few of our friends already visited there twice or thrice. Finally, we got through a perfectly amicable conclusion. Skandagiri Hills. Skandagiri Hills is a cousin of Nandi Hills, which is about 62 kilometers away from Bangalore, and it is close to Chikballapur district. Skandagiri Hills stands tall at an altitude of about 1,450 meters. We both the siblings were excited, and that was the first unexpected or unplanned trip which we ever had. We all planned to get together at 4 in the morning, and truly, trust me, the excitement was an enemy which has stolen our sleep. We woke up early in the morning, and then we all gathered together at 4:15 in the morning, and we set our journey towards Skandagiri Hills. The cool breeze, the cold weather, and the calm surroundings, everything dissolved me into that nature. At sharp 5:45 in the morning, we reached near the entrance of the trek point. I was a bit worried because few of my friends said that, the authorities have set a cap on the number of people who can trek in a per day basis. But we thought, come rain or shine, we are going to truck. And finally, we got our entrance tickets. All our worries and all tensions all came to an end. We are super excited, and we just started climbing. And the trek starts from the foothills where there's a temple. And then usually the truckers used to stay in the tent, and in the early morning at 3 o'clock, they start trekking. But we know that we are a bit late, but we don't want to miss the scene of sunrise. We started trekking, and we have reached the midway. We stopped for a while. At sharp 6:55 in the morning, the sun came out. I was smiling with all the teeth out. I couldn't control the inner joy within me. My eyes started shining just like the sun which is shining there. It was so blissful, so divine, and so serene. And I felt like I can stand the entire day looking at the sun. But the life has to go on. We have to move on with the trekking anyways, because we have to move on, right, in life. Then we started trekking again. After a while, we all were a little bit tired. But in our group, we had a friend who took up the role of the motivator, the need of the hour. She said, keep on saying that we have a little more to go. We have already covered 3/4 of the distance. But we know that it's not going to end soon. We felt like we are climbing towards the heaven. It was like, we cannot even control, we were tired and we cannot control, but somewhere in the corner of the mind, her statement has encouraged us and then give us a hope and relief that we are going to end soon, and we are going to reach the top of the hill soon. Then we started trekking again. At last, we reached near on the top of the hill. The ancient stone pillars, the fort walls in the midst of the cloud passing, those fresh plants, the cool breeze, the breathtaking sunrise, everything worth trekking 10 kilometers. Finally, we reached on the top of the hill. And we could see the ender down, we can see the ender place in a 360 degree. You can see in the background. This was the scenery which I've taken from there in my camera, but trust me, my camera couldn't capture the ender beauty which I've seen through my bare eyes. We all sat on the rock on the foothills, on the top of the hill. We all friends, we have seen, you can see here in the picture that the houses looks like small blocks. We feel like we are the top of the world. Yes, that kind of feeling. I cannot even forget the feeling which I had back then. And then we started clicking pictures. I can even see a bird who was struggling to fly because of the fast wind. It was not able to fly further. That was so beautiful to see. We all were sitting on the hill, on the rock. We couldn't utter a single word because we are just dissolved in the nature's beauty. And trust me, if you didn't get a chance, you are gonna miss that, because the work, everything is there in life, but don't miss the chances in life which you get. The best thing in life for the people we love, the places we had been, and the memories we had along the way. Jobs can fill your pockets, but the adventures can fill your soul. So live life with no excuses, no regrets. There's the whole world in front of you. Pack your backpack, your dear ones, and go like a wanderlust. Thank you.
Thank you, Christy, for such a great speech on unplanned trip. Our next speaker is already geared up to speak on the stage. Before that, I would like to call upon the individual evaluator, Master Vivek Ram, to read out the objectives and kindly request not to reveal those speakers' name.
Yeah. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I am Vivek Ram, and I would be individually evaluating prepared speech too. So your objective is to identify your primary leadership skill and share some aspects of it. Also discuss with us leadership style in general. Along with it, you'll also be evaluated for to begin with, the clarity of your thought, the vocal variety, tone, speed, and volume, your gestures and body language, the eye contact, audience awareness, meaning the speaker is able to assess the level of audience engagement and their needs, how much interest you're able to garner from the audience, the last being the relevance and aptness of the topic you have chosen. So all the best. Over to MC TMOD Srivatsa.
Thank you, Vivek. Our next speaker is a silent member of BCTC, a creative person, master creator of eye-catchy posters, who will be going to provide a level 2 project 1 speech with title It's Easy to Become a Leader. Let us see how he mentions as a way it's easy to become a leader. Over to you, Toastmaster Parag Gupta.
Thank you. Can anyone here tell me what is the difference between a boss and a leader? Simply, the boss is one who say go, while the leader is one who say let's go. And some people generally believe it is very easy to become a leader. Do you agree with that? I believe two things is required to become a leader. One is goal and another one is team. The simplest example of leadership that we see all around us is group members, where the goal is to do selective and relevant posts, while the team is group members. And it is a kind of leadership. But is that a real leader? No, because real leaders have real goals. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster, dear guest, and SASCA members. Today, I would like to share a incident of my leadership journey. I was never among the top students in my entire academic life, but I was always a class representative from grade 6 to grade 12. But I don't think I showed many significant leadership skills until grade 12. That year, my friend and I decided to celebrate Teachers' Day. That was a small thing that we can do for our teachers. But we had one another reason for doing this. We wanted to celebrate Teachers' Day, Ganesh Chaturthi. And for that, we needed money. And we wanted our teachers to contribute towards it. And of course, after Teachers' Day contributed, but they were thinking we will do only a small celebration because it was first time celebration in my school for Ganesh Chaturthi. So we had only 1100 rupees. With that money, we went to the market, and after searching a lot, we found one amazing Ganpati idol. But that price was 1200 rupees. We had only 1100 rupees. So by negotiation, by some simple negotiation, and really by God blessing, we get it in a magical price of 800 rupees. And with the rest amount of money, we bought some laddus, fresh laddus, banana, and kopra pura, and some other materials that were needed for puja. From the right place and in a magical price. And finally, a big and a very beautiful, very, very beautiful Ganpati was set up. A grand celebration were done at very large level. Everyone was so happy. Even they enjoyed multiple prasad also. But we needed more money to continue this celebration for next 11 days. So we appealed our classmates and schoolmates to contribute. And of course, many of them contributed. But even some of them could only give 1 rupees, but it was not the money. It was a support that I got and that kept me going on. And now we were able to get multiple prasad like banana, fresh laddus, and even flowers in a wholesale rate for next 11 days. Every day of celebration was went off as per our plan. But as last day came closer, we realized that we don't have more money to do yajna, which we had planned for final day. So I remember that one of my old school teacher, Sanskrit teacher, who is a very learned man, and he is Pandit also. So I reached out to him and asked for yajna. And due to my amicable relationship and by God blessing, he agreed to do yajna. And he happily accepted whatever dakshina we can give him. Now, even now here Panditji agreed, and at the same time, other side, my support group of friends quickly arranged all the materials that were needed for puja and yajna. And after a successful yajna, we realized that we still have some money, and we are able to give rupees 101 to Panditji as a dakshina. Every day of celebration were done. We have, with great pomp and show, we did a very grand Ganpati Visarjan. Everyone enjoyed. It was a magical moment. It was a feeling of pride and success. That reminds me today that leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. It was one of the best moments in my life, where I was able to lead such efforts and put together such a grand celebration that had never done in my school before. Dear friends, it is very easy to become a leader. Leadership is all around us. We just need to find a goal and develop a vision. People will come together and support you. That incident of many years ago taught me one thing, that optimism, humbleness, new idea, and supportive relationship are most significant keys to become a leader. So I urge you all, look within you and find the leader in you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Parag, for giving a different angle on the topic leadership. It's time to welcome our last speaker for the meet. Before that, I would like to call upon the individual evaluator, Master Vishal, to read out the objectives and kindly request not to spell out the speaker's name.
Can I mention the title of speech? Is that okay? Or you want me to say
I'll be taking up. I'll be taking up.
Okay. The project, the particular speaker is about to speak on 11 project 3, and the project guidance goes as thus: learn or review basic research method and present a well-organized, well-researched speech on any topic. And the title, although I'll respect Srivatsa's instructions, is very interesting. I'm very excited. All the best to the speaker. Back to Srivatsa.
Thank you, Vishal. Our speaker hails from UP, works with Vena Energy, MTech in Petroleum Informatics, passionate about training and teaching. Today, the speaker is going to speak on the topic short in the heart of the earth, the way we have our theme, come rain or shine. Our speaker, Toastmaster Barun Rai, is going to shower the words of rain with us. Over to you, Toastmaster Barun Rai.
Thank you, Toastmaster. I'll be speaking on this topic, short in the earth, short in the heart of the earth. To start with, do you guys remember the song एक रास्ता है जिंदगी जो थम गए तो कुछ नहीं, ये एक रास्ता है जिंदगी जो थम गए तो कुछ नहीं, ये कदम किसी मुकाम पे जो रुक गए तो कुछ नहीं. Do you guys know this song?
Yes, yes.
This song is from the movie called Kala Patthar, Black Stone. The movie was first time in the history of Indian cinematography when a movie was shot in the heart of the earth. Most of the movies are shot in some studio, but this movie was shot underground in the earth, couple of kilometers under the earth. The movie was star-studded. All the top stars of that time were part of this movie. Amitabh Bachchan, Shashi Kapoor, Shatrughan Sinha, Rakhi Guljar, Neetu Singh, Parveen Babi, and icing on the cake, Prem Chopra. So what was this movie about? This movie was about coal miners, coal minings in India. The coal miners were consistently mining coal, consistently shooting into the heart of the earth to dig out coal. Be it come it rain or shine, they keep on digging, they keep on mining the coal from those mines. Their life was full of danger. There was every kind of danger involved in coal mining at that time. On one side, there was danger of burning. On the other side, there was danger of drowning. On one side, there was danger of roof collapse. On the other side, there was danger of suffocating. What a horrible workplace it was, coal mining in India at that time. To give you a perspective, I would like to take you to the history of coal mining in India. Commercial coal mining in India was started in 1774 by John Summers and his witness Grant Hatley of East India Company in Raniganj coalfields. For almost a century, the growth of coal mining was pretty slow, pretty tepid for almost a century because of low demand. That time there was not enough technology to consume coal, although people had started mining. With the advent of steam engines under the railways, you remember that old steam engines? Chuk, 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 chuk. That's how engines, they used to run on steam. They used to burn coal to generate steam. Those steam engines were introduced with the railways in 1853. And then coal demand started growing. And so the coal mining started flourishing. By 1853, many Indian businessmen and lalas and sahukars, they smelled the blood. And they recognized that it's a new business which is flourishing in India. And they started coming into the business, and they demolished the monopoly of British and European coal miners in the coal fields of India. And with that, coal mining in India flourished like mushrooms. Everyone were just tying up, collaborating with the landlords and digging mines like rat holes. There was no planning. Everyone started digging. Someone is digging here, someone is digging there. Nobody knows the consequences. What will happen if the two mines are close enough and both the mines collapse? What will happen to the people who are mining, who are in the mine, digging up the coal? Nobody was bothered. It was such a horrible and chaotic situation. The movie Gangs of Washipur gives a glimpse of the chaotic situation of the coal mining belts of India. Having recognized such a chaotic situation, the government of India, the Indira Gandhi government, during 1971 to 1973, they started nationalizing the coal mines. They came up with Coal Mines Nationalization Act 1973 and took over the control and ownership of all these private mines and removed the chaos from there. This consolidation and takeover of all the mines evolved into Coal India Limited. And then India became the second largest coal producer of the world. Thanks to the government's move, that at least we became one of the leading coal producers of the world. Luckily, a couple of years back, I had got an opportunity to visit an underground mine in the same Raniganj coalfield where the coal mining was started. The birth of coal mining. Imagine visiting under a coal mine, underground coal mine. What a scenery it was. We could see open cast coal mines. There are open mines. There are underground mines. There are abandoned mines where mines, the whole cave is inside. Only the front or mouth is just gated. Imagine it's like a snake or rat's hole. Only the mouth is just filled with some gate. This whole is a very kilometers long path is inside, and it's abandoned. Nobody bothers. In that area, if you go into that Jharkhand Raniganj belt, there are plenty of abandoned mines which are so dangerous for the locals. So when we reached our destined underground coal mine, how do we go to how do we go inside the mine? Can anyone please be on the mute? Sorry, it's disturbing. So finally, when we had to reach, sorry, I think it's red. I would not breach it. Can I? Sorry, thanks a lot, please. Disturbed at the last moment.
Thank you, Toastmaster Barun,
Thanks
for giving us an insight on the undermining activities and how the coal mines are exactly. When I heard the topic shot in the heart of the earth, I thought something different it would be. I didn't expect it would be of the coal mines. Thank you so much. Dear friends, we have completed our first segment of the day. Before jumping on to the second segment, I would like to call upon Toastmaster B.R. Shetty sir to speak a few words on this special occasion.
Good evening, everyone. This is actually impromptu speech. My turn is over as impromptu speech. I was never expecting such a speech. See, first of all, I thank Sikasa for joining us in this great event. The Toastmasters started about 10 years back with the leadership of Mr. Subramania Chittu. And also he is instrumental in bringing Sikasa Forum into light. So today we have 499 meeting with Sikasa, who are in future our professional colleagues. That is the great event planned with complete awareness of future things. As far as I see, Sikasa has grown to very high limits. The speeches, particularly when we meet, when we come across Sikasa students in MCS or orientation, the speech level itself is different. That could be seen from the first speaker of today, that is Christy. So the training that you get from great mentors like Mr. DTM Lamlal, Mr. Yusuf, Mr. Lokesh in particular, Siddesh, etc., has given Sikasa a tremendous movement in communication levels. And we are very happy to have a joint meeting with our future fraternity, Sikasa. Thank you, Srivastava, for giving me an impromptu speech before commencement of imprint.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving such a great words for Sikasa Speakers Forum, which would definitely make them to work on more. Without further ado, let's start with our next segment, the table topic session or the butterfly session. The master who is going to lead this particular segment is a person who is kind-hearted, enthusiastic, and whatnot. A person who has mastered in designing the posters and also is the public relation officers of Sikasa, Bengaluru. Without further ado, with humble round of applause, let's welcome Master Maunish to take over the table topic session. Over to you, Maunish.
Thank you, Srivatsa. Can you hear me? Okay. Happy evening, everyone. I want to reply, please.
Happy evening,
Maunish. Okay. I see so many people who are turning off the cameras now. Okay, I will be asking. Be careful, whoever turning off the cameras now. I will be asking the questions. I will be asking the topics them one day. So everyone turn on their cameras.
One minute, Maunish. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
I hope the speakers are able to see my background changing
Yeah.
colors. Yeah. I just wanted to check that. Okay.
Actually, Maunesh, you ask everyone to pin the timer along with the speaker.
Okay, sir. I request everyone to pin the timer along with the speaker so that you will be knowing the time limit, the time that the speaker is going to use. This is Maunesh, today's table topic master or butterfly master in our Sikasa speakers. So coming to my first topic. When I was studying my intermediate, that is PUC here, I heard that human wants are unlimited. So I want to know what is that one thing or one item, okay, that will fulfill all your desires and you should be with zero desires. For this topic, I request Parag Gupta. Mr. Parag Gupta. Parag Gupta, are you there? Okay. Barun Rai.
Yes, Manas.
Yeah, same topic. What are the things that you wanted using which your desires will be zero?
Sorry, Manas. Can you please repeat? Sir? Your last phrase is not audible, or at least I couldn't catch it.
See, we'll be having unlimited desires. Right? What are those things which will make your desires to zero? You got it?
You're saying device to zero.
Desire.
Okay, so yeah, it's most about self-control. If we exercise self-control and start exercising control on our desires, we will have eventually come up to zero desire. Exercising control is it's not pretty easy. It has been talked about from years of and maybe centuries, but exercising control takes a lot of effort. You need to have consistent, you need to practice consistent meditation in exercising control and restraint on yourself. In old literature, it is used to call Jitendriya. We need to control. There are many sensors in our body. It could be tongue, it could be nose, it could be ear, right? It could be eyes. All these sensors keep on distracting us, and ancient saints practiced how to control these senses and became Jitendriya. Right? So that we need a lot of practice, meditation, concentration, and dedication to limit our desires and eventually evolve as a zero desire person. Thank you, Toastmaster Maunesh.
Thank you, Barun Rai. Sorry, before I have not given the guidelines. Every speaker and whoever speaking, the time limit allotted to every speaker is 1 minute, minimum of 1 minute and maximum of 2 minutes. Timer Surabhi will be notifying you by changing the background. My second topic. For this topic, I want 3 people. Okay, it's a story. So I request everyone to listen, and I will be giving the single sentence or a word in the beginning of your speech, and you have to connect the stories. Okay. And the first sentence is, did you know that I once? For this, I request Sonal to start and don't give any ending.
No, I have to start and then it will be continued by other people.
Yeah, it has to be continued. And for the second people, I will give one more word which he has to include in the same story which he is continuing.
Okay. So everybody will get a chance, no? Because I thought I'm anyways getting a chance as an evaluator. Okay. Yeah. So once upon a time, nobody.
Did you know that I once?
Did you know that I was once a hardcore non-vegetarian, and for the last 10 years, I haven't had a single piece of meat, though I belong to a community that is cannot live without meat. So it's quite fascinating that I alone, the only member in my very large family who's a vegetarian, and it's been quite some time. I don't miss it at all. Contrary to popular belief, it's not as hard as it seems to be. It's quite easy. It's just a matter of your mind, like Toastmaster Barun Rai already mentioned. It's your mindset, and so you don't. It's not too tough. You just have to have that willpower to let go of something similar to non-vegetarian. Luckily, I don't have other vices. You can give up on various addictions like alcohol, drugs, tobacco, anything, because it's not as hard. It's not as hard as you think it is. You just have to have the will, and with that will, you can conquer anything. Do I still have to go on?
And
Thank you.
thank you. Now, Anil. I request Anil Surya to unmute.
Yes, bro.
Okay. You have to continue the story, and you have to include attended Toastmasters meet. You got it?
Yeah, got it. She told like she's consistently what is that? Actually, I didn't get her.
Sonal, if you want, you can give. If you want, you can
I
tell
was
what you have
consistently
to.
vegetarian for the last 10 years.
Okay. She is vegetarian for last 10 years. Okay. Exercising vegetarian. Okay. Then what can I continue?
You can continue the story, but you have to include attended Toastmasters meet. Anywhere. But please don't end the story.
I don't get anything. I'm fully blank.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'll give you one
Can
more
you
word.
please? What?
You should end with killed. Killed.
Killed up.
Yeah.
Immortal.
Not immortal. Killed.
Okay.
Or murdered. Anything.
Oh, actually, okay. I can't able to kill or murder. If I murdered.
Yeah, anyway, you can include that. But you have to use either of the word, killed or murdered. You can use it in any sense. No restriction.
No, I can't able to explain how.
At least tell some story.
Can you... No, I can't able to tell a story like.
Okay, I think many people got so much time to think, but still I will continue the same topic. I will give this to Christy.
So I was a non-vegetarian before. Now I have turned to a vegetarian right now. And because you know what is the secret why I have taken the oath that I'll be a vegetarian, and I have been continuing that for the past 10 years. because of one secret. Because I remember when I was in school, I tried to attend many speech competition, elocution competition and all, but I couldn't. I just stand in front of them, and I couldn't utter a single word. And that gave me so much of embracement and all. So I decided I have to be a great speaker. I have to be a good speaker. That is the reason why I have taken the oath of not eating any non-veg from then onwards. Then for that, then I came to my CA course and all. Then I came to know about Bangalore CA Toastmasters Club, that is BCTC. That's how I joined BCTC. And I have joined because BCTC we cannot join right now because we are students, right? But I got a chance to attend this Lingers meet. That's why we have consolidated this Lingers meet. We got a permission. And then finally, I attended this BCTC. That's how my dream to be a great speaker has been accomplished by taking the oath of not eating the non-veg, being a vegetarian, even though I'm a die-hard fan of non-veg food and all. But I came to know about the other benefit of this, that see, by killing the animals and all, see, they are also like the living beings like us. Just imagine you being murdered and you being eaten by someone else. You cannot even feel like that. Just imagine that. How can you even imagine the animals who have the blood and even the living, they have the sense? Then how can you murder that animals and eat and you can you can proudly say yourself as a human being? That's it. Over to Monish.
Thank you, Christy. Vishal, are you sleeping? Vishal?
Not entirely. I'm awake.
I was seeing you sleep, so I'll be giving the next topic to you only. Okay.
Definitely, go ahead.
Yeah. Now, what are you studying?
Final CA.
Final. See, so let us assume you have one more version of Vishal here. And how do you want him to be? What he wanted to study, how he wanted to be in a parallel universe.
Sorry, how do I want him to?
How do you want to be your other version of Vishal?
Other version. I'll take this opportunity to answer it in this way, that what do I want to be, at this point of time versus things that I'm struggling with. Basically, that's what I'll try to link here. Be more disciplined, first of all. Nothing is possible without discipline. If anybody hasn't watched The Mentalist, I would highly recommend it. Considering the fact that people are free and have a little bit of spare time, Mentalist is a fantastic sitcom, as they say. I call it serial, people call it sitcom. Is a fantastic sitcom to watch. There is a particular line, fantastic characters in that. One particular line that stands out, and which I want to inculcate in its entirety throughout my entire life, not just right now, not just as a final CA student, although it will be invaluable right now also. Because that person tells, anything is possible if you divide it into manageable tasks. I'll repeat it. Anything is possible. Anything is possible if you break it down into manageable tasks. What a fantastic line. Let's just think about that for a little minute, because that's the entire thing that I would want to inculcate in everything. We have many ambitions, as have been the discussion here. Come rain or shine, our ambitions have no end. No amicable settlements are possible when it comes to our desires. To obtain this level of clarity and to simply work on that, and to look upon the fact that, look, boss, this is how things are going to go, is in and of itself a great achievement. I always believe that marker of success, as I would want my parallel self to be, would be to relax, calm down, think of a logical way to get from point A to where I want to be, and achieve that with extraordinary persistence. That would be my contribution. And let me clarify. I don't know whether I'm appearing or not, but I'm not sleeping. Back to Butterfly Master.
Yeah, I believe you, Vishal. I know you, so I believe you. Okay. Now I'm going to give one person 2.5 lakh. 2.5 lakh. You have to spend entire amount, not even more, not even less. At the end of the day, you should be with 0 rupees. I don't know how you are going to spend. Whatever you want, you can buy the asset, or you want to invest, you can invest. Not in shares, except in shares. For this, I request Kritika L. Kritika?
I hope I'm audible.
Hello?
Hello. I hope I'm audible.
Hello?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Yeah. So it's great to know that I'm getting 2.5 lakhs, though it's hypothetical. I'm actually not getting the money. But if I do get the 2.5 lakh, I'm actually a huge foodie. So I think most of it and I hope I'll get to travel also. So the first thing I'm going to use that money for will be travel the world. Like I'll be spending most of the money to travel. And the remaining that I have, I'll be spending on trying the various cuisines that I get to try around the world. And if I have some money left, I don't think I will have any money left after traveling, and I'd be spending most of it on food, and I'm sure about that. So after that, if I have any money left, I would again, spend it on some meaningful things, probably not trying or seeming to sound very noble or benevolent, but I'd spend it for a noble cause, at least a small portion of it. And yeah, that's how I plan on spending that money. And even the thought of it, like there was a question earlier saying, what is the one thing, if you get your desires will be nullified completely? I think deep down in all of our hearts, we know that's money somewhere, right? Like we have money, like most of our desires will get fulfilled. So yeah, I get the 2.5 lakh, I probably spend it that way. So that's pretty much it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kritika. And even I believe the same, that money almost, you can clear almost 99% of your desires with just money.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Coming to my next table topic. What does success really mean? This, I request our today's what we call GE Siddesh sir. Siddesh sir.
Thank you, Monish. Indeed, a very interesting topic. What does success mean to you? In fact, I believe dictionary may have a definition for any and every word, but for success, it is going to be very subject to definition. For the previous speaker, it may be 2.5 lakh rupees, not the hypothetical one, the real one. For Vishal, it may be the parallel universe, a dream world. I had passed a comment in the chat box. I don't know if you noticed. For me, it may be completing law degree, or maybe becoming a bar council member. So success is something which is very subjective, is my humble opinion. With this, back to you.
Thank you, sir.
Monish, I'm done. Back to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Thank you. Now, I will give an opportunity to go back to 200 years ago. But you have to prove that you have come from 2021, and you have to be careful, and you have to prove somehow that be careful, you are going coronavirus is going to come in 2020. Okay. For this, I give this topic to Geeta Chauhan, today's grammarian.
Yeah, thank you, table topic master. To go back to 200 years and to visit who? That is the question. Should I have to go back and see my family, people over there who are my great grandfathers or someone like that? I have no
Wherever you
idea.
want, you can go. Wherever you want, you can go.
I'm coming.
Your wish.
I'm coming to the point. What I meant is, I don't know where would I go, but wherever I stand and I say that there will be coronavirus, and 100 years back, like in today's term, when we go back 100 years, there were some other diseases which came up and which also destroyed human life to some extent. It was damaging then, it damaged now. If I have to go back 200 years and tell them this is the thing which is going to happen, I can only tell that no matter what is the future, I don't know, I cannot prove you that I am from 2020. But if I have to prove, I have to take my cell phone there and show them this is the device which will be used in the future. And I have to tell them that these are the things which is going to happen. But asking them to be ready with all the diseases is not good. I can only tell them, keep your mind and body in a fitter condition and your soul aligned to yourself, aligned to your thinking and capacity, so that whatever you do in future, may it be any disease, may it be any war which is coming around, you're not disturbing your aura, you're not disturbing what you are as a person, and you are ready from your mind and your body. You're ready for any challenges in your life. It can be disease, it can be a war, which is so unwillingly possibly going to happen in your future. But telling that it's a coronavirus and you are going to die, they would say you are someone I will not be agreeing, because 200 years, I know that I am not going to survive for 200 years. It is better you go back and tell 50 years back to your time, to those people to survive or to stay fit, so that they be blessed enough to be what they are, not for 200 back years. Back to you, TTM.
Thank you, grammarian Geeta Chauhan. Name, I was thinking something else. I was getting in mind when I'm saying that name. Okay, back to today's this thing. My next question: what are the places? My next table topic: what are the places you enjoy the most? Okay, most means not just most, more than the most. Okay, for this I request K. Naveen. Naveen.
Yeah.
What are the places you enjoy the most, more than the most? And you forget all the tensions, everything, what are the pressures you have?
No. The place where I enjoy most is my office. Irrespective of the day work, wherever I do, end of the day, I go to my office, sit there for half an hour, minimum half an hour, and chart out the plan, whether I have done as per my schedule, or which is pending work, which carried forward for the next day. That is the place where I enjoy the most. Apart from that, the place where I talk to my parents. End of the day, irrespective of the time, whether it is 11 o'clock in the night or 7 o'clock in the evening, I talk to my parents for the day, whatever the things I have done. That is the place where I enjoy the most. Back to table topic master.
Thank you, Naveen. But for me, the most enjoyable place will always be movie theater. And I feel office is the most pressure where we'll have, but I don't know how you are getting office is the most enjoyable place. Okay. Not everyone will be having that first. Just a second.
You learn. You run your office, you will learn how to enjoy.
Yeah, I mean the office one exactly as of me. Okay. Now my next table topic is, what is the craziest thing or strangest thing you have ever done at your friend's house? This question, this topic, I will give to Anil. The second chance you are going to get, which you will not be getting again and again.
The craziest thing in the sense which I'm going to do is like I surprise you like my friend's birthday on 12 at 12 o'clock, like that is the craziest thing I can do.
You have to speak at least for a minute.
Oh, for a minute, okay.
Yeah.
Someone who is like my friends, someone who is not what is that? He's not like to meet in house, like his parents are restricting like that. I can wish him like surprise like 12 o'clock on his birthday. That is the craziest thing I can do. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Anil. That's one of the craziest thing even I wanted to do, but I don't know whether when I can do. Okay. Now I'm going to ask one person. Santosh, CA Santosh P. Santosh? Yeah. Please unmute yourself. Yeah. As your name suggests, you have completed your CA, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. What is the feeling that you got when you see your results and there was word telling pass?
Uh,
How did you feel?
it was hard and 1 second. Yeah, it was hard and degree, which I took long time to clear the single group actually, but it was happiest moment, and almost all like I was little totally crying actually for the few minutes. Actually. That's all.
Try to speak at least for a minute.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, you can hear me.
Am I audible to you?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
At least try to speak for a minute.
See, it's a mixed feeling actually. You cannot express in the words actually. It has to be felt actually. Then you will be knowing what is the feeling you have in that actually. But it was a very good feeling actually, and it gives a lot of confidence. So which boosts you to do whatever you want. Basically, without having a degree, it's like you doing a driving without having a license. So it gives a very good edge actually, being a professionally qualified, and it's been good feeling which you have to enjoy it. Then only you will know the things actually. Hello?
Yeah, thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you. I
thank you.
hope I have that feeling in 1 year.
Thank you very much.
Okay, moving to next table topic. Assume tomorrow is your birthday and you are given a power to select what are the gifts you want, and you can make people to buy and give you. Okay. What are the gifts you want and who are the people who will be buying you? For this, I request Arnold Denison. Arnold?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I was on mute all this while. Okay, so sorry, I didn't get your question. Can you repeat that, please?
Tomorrow is your birthday and you are given a power to select the gift you wanted, and the person who you select will have to give the gift.
Okay.
What is
So
the
you mean
gift
to
and
say
who is
like,
the person and why?
okay. Actually, I don't have any specific preferences for my gifts or anything. Okay, turn on my video. I don't know how to turn that on. Is this the one? Okay, here it is. 1 second. Can you all see me? Hi. Hope you can see me, right? Hello? Okay.
Yeah,
Yes, you are visible and audible.
Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, actually I don't have any preferences with the gifts as such, and to say like, I mean any gift would be fine, because unless it's a surprise, we don't mind, right? Like I can't ask something specific, and if I get it, it won't give a big surprise, or it won't give a big excitement. But after knowing what we are going to get, that excitement part will be gone. And secondly, yeah, it's basically about the excitement what we get through the gift, like more than the gift itself. So, and the person I would expect is from my friends, obviously. Like, and yeah, if a gift is given by a stranger, again, that will add excitement to the surprise again. Like, obviously, when we get a gift from a stranger, it will give us that curiosity, like why the person is gifting, and that will help when that will add on to the surprise. So yeah, that's about it.
Thank you. Is tomorrow your birthday?
No.
I thought of giving you the gift from the stranger.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that will be great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Today's last table topic. Unless the words become promise, promise is just words. You need to justify the sentence. For this, I request Srivatsa.
Maunish, I think you can give it to others who haven't spoken yet.
Okay. Any newcomers? Volunteers? Okay. My friend Bhaskar. He's sitting beside me. He's refusing to speak. I don't know why he's refusing. Okay. So sorry, but I will be asking the person. Srishti. Srishti?
Yeah, hi Manish. Can you repeat the question?
Unless the words become promise, promise is just words.
Unless is your words become promise.
Promise is just words.
I'm not getting anything to say.
You know this
What should
session.
I-
You speak. Try to speak something. You know this session.
Yeah. Actually, promises are made to break. So there's nothing like that. So whenever I promise to my sister, like for example, whenever I promise to my sister, but I never complete that because it will be like, you promised me. I said you didn't bring me water yesterday, so I'm just like not fulfilling your promise and all. So it's like that. And other things, promise the word. I think it's a very tough question. I don't know how to answer. That's it, Monish. Over to you.
Okay. Thank you, Srishti. With this, I will end up my session as a table topic master. Signing off. Manish, over to today's MC, TMOD, Srivatsa.
Thank you, Maunish, for having such a great session over here. Before moving on to general evaluation segment, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Karthik to speak a few words as he's also the mentor of Sikasa Speakers Forum, and those speakers are over here in BCTC today. So kindly request you to speak a few words on this occasion. Toastmaster Karthik. Okay, let's catch up later. Now it's time for evaluation. So I request our general evaluator to take over the session and provide a valuable feedback for this combined meet. Over to you, sir.
Thank you once again, TMOD Srivatsa. What a great meeting it has been. 499 as a number reminds me of this very successful company, multinational company. Any guesses? They always price their product as 499, a rupee short from this psychologically important number. Bata. Thank you. Thank you. I was also asked to define what success is. If I'm required to define what success, whether this meeting was successful or not, I would like to place reliance on the success of Bata. This meeting is as successful as Bata company. Thanks to all the contributors. Had a wonderful time, brought smile on my face. Wonderful. We started off on time at 4 o'clock, thanks to our Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Amit. What an excellent start it was. The way you greeted with a smile, it ensured that everybody here were made to feel comfortable. which is a very good thing to do as a sergeant at arms. The protocols which you had set. If I have to maintain tick boxes when it comes to sergeant at arms role, my friend Toastmaster Amit has ticked all possible tick boxes. Congratulations on a successful attempt. The second speaker for today's meeting, rather the presiding officer for today's meeting, Toastmaster Geeta, who is responsible for the entire conduct of the today's meeting. It is Toastmaster Geeta who ensured that meeting started on time, and also I think will ensure that meeting will end in time. She is the best possible, she is best dressed for this occasion, which again imposed the authority which is required to exhibit as a presiding officer for today's meeting. Hand movements were as if it was coming off from the screen. I don't know how many of you noticed. Very expressive. This is something which everybody in the audience should learn from your conduct. The theme of the day, which is come rain or shine, you got to perform, was something which was repeated quite often in your speech. Anything which is worth saying is also worth repeating. It was soothing to hear. It was music to ears. Good usage of theme of the day. And the presidential address had 4 messages, 4 points in the message, which was also hard hitting. That is something which is going to be key takeaway from today's meeting. Thank you, presiding officer, for the wonderful attempt with the presidential address. The only thing which I found missing is Geeta is very, very cheerful all the time. Today she was cheerful only for about 70% of the time. So remaining 30%, I could feel it for various reasons. But nonetheless, you are very cheerful person. I request you to be as cheerful as you were in the past. Before I venture into TMOD's evaluation, I would request first speaker's evaluator, Toastmaster Sonal, to evaluate Christy on Project 5 guidelines.
Mr. General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters guests, and Toastmaster, I'm not sure if you're Toastmaster, I don't know what to call you. Christy is fast speaker, Christy in particular. Christy, I'd firstly like to say thank you for speaking about your unforgettable journey. It was really quite something. I liked how you started off by talking about how hectic your daily schedule is. I know because I had a cousin who just cleared her CA exams recently, and it's as hectic as hectic can get. I really like the way you started off. I like the smile. A constant feature on your speech was your beautiful smile. A smile conveys so much, and it shows that you're at ease while delivering your speech. A wonderful way to deliver your speech. I also like the fact that you used the theme of the day, and you used it very well. You used it very seamlessly. You didn't use it because you had to use it. You used it very organically in your speech, and I think it's very, very well done. I liked also the fact that you met all the project guidelines because your speech had adequate and more body language, and with the body language you also incorporated voice modulation, which was also a project guideline because you had to incorporate all that you had done in the previous 4 projects. So I think it came out very well, and you did throw light on some things which I myself did not know. Both my parents are from the Chikballapur district, and I did not know about Skandagiri Hills. Thank you for enlightening me about it. I thought a project very well done. You met all the guidelines of the project. Christy, if I had to give you a few suggestions, I just have 2 suggestions for you. The first one is the virtual background. The sad part about these online meetings is we use virtual backgrounds. Now, one of the drawbacks of using virtual backgrounds is not the entire body can be seen. Some of it gets cut off. And you cannot see it visibly. So I think if you cannot display your background, which is a plain background, I think you can use a screen because we can't see you in bits and pieces. So I would either recommend a screen, or it's okay if you have slightly distracting things, it's all right, or look for a plain background. That's the first recommendation. And the second and the last recommendation is once the TMOD introduces you, there's no necessity to say thank you, Toastmaster Srivatsa. You can just start off your speech because you come prepared. Keep that tempo alive. And you don't have to say, I am Christy, I'm going to talk about Project 5, because Srivatsa, the TMOD, had already done that. So you don't need to reiterate. 1, because we already know that. 2nd, it's consuming your stage time. It's not necessary. And there is no necessity to say thank you at the end of your speech. With these recommendations, I wish you all the very best for your forthcoming speeches. Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you, Sonal. I had actually written down that Christy is the most expressive person in this hall. But it so turned out that there is a very good competition from Sonal. Can't agree more with Sonal on the evaluation. It was very expressive. Project required you to be expressive. In fact, when I attempted my CC5, which is quite similar to Project 5 of Sikasa, I was made to repeat that project close to about 7 times. Rajkumar sir was critical, Ravi sir was critical, Biya Shetty sir said, you're not coming out of the comfort zone. But today, having seen the Christy last week itself, the Christy has, in a very confident tone, I can state that Christy has broken the shackles, successfully come out of her comfort zone by exhibiting the body language which she exhibited today, which is what the project requires you to do. Good job. Couple of phrases which I held on to is houses look like tiny blocks, so which made us feel that we are on top of the world, which is a very nice descriptive usage. Good job. Blind birds finding it difficult to fly because of the wind. It was very descriptive. It was as if I had been to Nandi Hills with Christy. And moreover, one body language display, absolute display of power of body language is when the sun coming out. I don't know how many of you noticed, it was the most creative way of exhibiting sunrise by employment of body language. Good job, Christy. Thank you, Sonal, for wonderful evaluation. The second speaker for today's meeting was Parag, evaluated by Vivek. May I request Vivek to do the honors.
Thank you for the opportunity. My observation is that he started off greatly by posing the question to the audience as to what is the difference between a boss and a leader. He then shared with us how successfully he hosted the Ganesha celebrations, that too for 11 days straight. And then it was nice that he could also illustrate to us the difficulties he faced in each stage of that celebration. Like he had no money to buy the idol, then he had not enough money to buy the prasad, and in the end that he also had to arrange and reach out to a priest for that yagya in the end. So that was nice. And what I would like to suggest is that he posed the question in the beginning, but then he responded to it with not enough pause in between. So I would have felt better if he had given enough pause so that the audience could have responded to it. Then I was happy that he used the word of the day, amicable, in his speech. His eye contact and body language was good, and he was pretty comfortable, and he was quite composed while delivering his speech. He really excelled in his clarity of the speech, that he could convey whatever he wanted to convey throughout the speech. There was no stuttering or pauses, or the flow of the speech was quite good. And to add upon, I would like to G. Siddesh sir for his evaluation.
Thank you, Master Vivek, for evaluating Toastmaster Parag. Can't agree more. Again, if there is any person in this room who can match the amount of clarity which Toastmaster Parag brought about, it is going to be Vivek. Very nicely done evaluation. Can't agree more with whatever you had to say. As simple as the smile which Parag sports projects a lot of confidence. Not only clarity of speech, he also has got clarity of thoughts. Not even once I missed whatever he had to say. I was able to digest each and every word which he uttered. It's a very nice compliment which you can expect from my side, Parag. Congratulations on a successful attempt. Third speaker for today's meeting is Varun Rai. May I request evaluator to do the evaluation?
Yes, sir. TM Varun Rai, after attempting level 1 project 3, I would like to start with your title, sir. What an interesting title. And as you introduced the title and you went with your speech, it became abundantly clear that you had a particular theme in mind and which you wanted to project, which was done masterfully, shot in the heart of earth. And then you matched your introduction, which was very, very strong. Am I clear? Is everybody able to hear my voice? Okay, let me just switch off the video for the. Okay, is it clear now?
Yeah, you can get closer to the mic.
Yes, sir. Am I audible now?
Yeah, now it is better.
Okay, so as I was telling, the introduction was very strong, sir. You started off with your singing, and then you linked it with the topic you wanted to speak. Shot in the heart of the earth. I would like to emphasize on the word shot. A movie was also shot, and it was through mining. We were also shooting into the heart of the earth to get the resources we were looking for. A very fantastic title, sir. I cannot be more impressed by anything else. A come rain or shine, which was theme of the day, was used by you. Kala Pattar, I don't know how many of us noticed. Keeping in theme with the speech, sir also attempted that he will wear a black shirt because he was speaking about Kala Pattar, he was speaking about mining and everything. He also wore appropriate dress. Very, very well thought out, sir. You had a clarity. Eye contact was fantastic. Your gestures was mesmerizing. Audience awareness was very good. You were completely in your comfort zone, which was felt throughout the speech. One thing you could look upon is positioning of camera. As many of us have demonstrated today, positioning of camera becomes of paramount importance. It felt as if we want to imitate as much as possible towards physical meet, and maintain camera in that level would be very nice. You had pauses in between, which was fantastic. Pauses again becomes good point and as a challenge to you also. Maybe you can avoid pauses every now and then and perhaps look upon pauses at a point where you want to emphasize a particular thing. Your pacing was good, sir. I would like to suggest that it's okay to finish. Say, for example, time runs out, doesn't matter. It's okay to go beyond the time. We have 30 seconds of grace. We can comfortably reach a conclusion between that time. Nonetheless, sir, the objective was to present a well-organized, well-researched speech. I don't think I've seen this project being met any more successfully by anybody else. Back to GE.
Thank you, Master Vishal, for wonderful evaluation. The moment I took a glance, the moment I had a look at Varun Rai, I was reminded of very famous actor by name Nawazuddin Siddiqui. And a topic of this sort, he also made it very filmy by making reference to 2 movies, if I'm not wrong. And that ensured that he had attention of everybody in this audience. Vishal also, in a very filmy manner, evaluated Varun Rai. Nicely done. As he rightly pointed out, camera and conclusion is also as important as the opening and whatever funkiness which you brought about in a speech, Toastmaster Varun Rai. Thank you all the prepared speakers. We had a table topic session from a butterfly session from Master Maunish. Maunish, as Sonal has put it in the chat box, great session, had a good time, brought smile on our faces. You also ensured that you made it quite innovative by having different kinds of topics. The very fact that you are encouraging CA Santosh and Anil Surya to speak is also something which is to be appreciated. Maybe what can be better, my friend, is do not address people by their names, at least in Toastmasters forum. If he or she is a Toastmaster, it is good to address them as Toastmaster Vishal, Toastmaster XYZ, whatnot. If that person is from Sikasa Speakers Forum, you know what is to be done. That is one thing. And second one, if the topic is not clear, ensure that maybe you bring about clarity in your speech by reducing the accent which you are carrying it, or maybe just like the way Vishal did it in the chat box, repeat the topic. You can type it out in advance and put it in the chat box so that people will be able to hear. Vishal rightly said, online meeting comes with challenges. You'll not be able to hear properly. You'll not be able to see people properly. So ensure that that is taken care. Otherwise, beautifully done. Monish definitely deserves a round of virtual applause. The backbone of today's meeting, Toastmaster as well as Master Srivatsa. He belongs to both the forums. He has excelled in both the forums successfully. And no doubt, he has benefited from best of both worlds. Toastmaster Srivatsa, you project some sort of confidence, very unique in approach, maybe because of your background, the Bharatanatyam. No doubt you're very expressive when it comes to your facial expressions and even body language, if that matters. In addition to all this, you also bring about some sing-song like tone. Some rhythm is attached to whatever you have to say. That is also in a way appealing to the audience. The introductions were very appropriate. The warnings which you gave it to all the individual evaluators, not to disclose the name of the speaker, projects the seriousness with which you want to do this job of introducing the speakers or TMOD. Good job. In all, it was a good attempt. Congratulations. I think with this, I'm done with all the obligations as a general evaluator. I would request a timer to read out the timing report.
I hope I'm audible to everybody.
Yes, yes.
The meeting started at sharp 4 p.m. Essay took 2 minutes, 10 seconds to open the meet and give all the guidelines. Presidential address by Geeta ma'am, 4 minutes, 47 seconds. TMOD Srivatsa altogether took 10 minutes of the whole in the whole meet. Individual evaluator giving the guidelines and the evaluation of the speech. First individual evaluator Sonal, 3 minutes 20 seconds. Second Vivek Ram, 2 minutes 25 seconds. Third individual evaluator Vishal, 3 minutes 10 seconds. Prepared speakers Christy Maria took 6 minutes 45 seconds to deliver her speech. Parag Gupta 5 minutes 57 seconds. Barun Rai took 7 minutes 25 seconds. Ramkrishna Shetty addressed the audience, and Shetty sir, he took about 2.5 minutes. And butterfly session or the table topic session handled by Maunesh Kumar for half an hour, that's 30 minutes. Individual speakers, Barun Rai spoke for 1 minute 25 seconds. Sonal and Christy together, they took 4 minutes 30 seconds. It was a duo conversation between the or the story creation. Vishal took 2 minutes 7 seconds. Kritika 1 minute 18 seconds. Siddesh 43 seconds. Geeta ma'am 2 minutes 8 seconds. Naveen 44 seconds. Anil Surya 58 seconds. P.S. Santosh took 1 minute 3 seconds. Arnold took 1 minute 7 seconds, and Srishti 45 seconds. And the general evaluation went up around 15 minutes now. Over to you, sir.
Thank you for the very detailed report, Toastmaster Surbi. May I request grammarian, Toastmaster Geeta, to read out the report?
Good evening again, all the Toastmasters and Zikasa members and the general evaluator. As grammarian, I just noted down who used word and theme of the week for a large. And the best part of the grammar which was used by Christy, which is you already have mentioned it, so I'll not go for that. The word amicable was used by Toastmaster Srivatsa, Geeta, general evaluator sir, Parag, and also Vishal. And the theme was also used by Parag, Srivatsa, Geeta, the evaluator, the Siddesh sir, Barun, Christy, Vishal. And these were the usages of word and theme. I could not note down which were not so good usage because I was involved in listening to people over here. Thank you, and General Evaluator, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Geeta. No doubt you have contributed to the success of the meeting. I think you are putting people on spotlight. Were you the one? Yeah. My feedback on that would be maybe you can delegate this role to somebody else so that
I have done
you had presiding officer role, you had grammarian role, and parliamentarian role. What? Yeah. Yes,
done.
Christy.
I have
Doubt
done,
is it?
I have put the people to spotlight.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
I also
Then I
did
take
that.
back my feedback. Okay.
Sir, I also did that.
Okay, let's reach to an amicable solution. Presiding officer of Sikasa as well as presiding officer of BCTC have contributed to the success of this meeting. May I request the next role taker, counter, to read out the report?
Good evening. Presidential speech by Geeta Madam. She has uttered 3 R's, one repeated word. Timer has repeated 4 hours and paused for 2 times. Prepared speeches, Christy has used 3 hours and 9 times, repeated 5 times. Same word repeated for 5 times. Parag Gupta has used 3 but, repeated thrice, and 1 pass he had given in his speech. Barun Rai has used 1 hour. He has repeated 8 words, 4 and 2 pauses. In table topic, Barun Rai has used 4 hours, 4 words repeated. Sonal has not done any hours. Anil Surya, 4 hours, 1 pause. Christy, again 1 hour, 2 times repeated. And 3 and. Kritika L, Vishal has not used any filler words. Kritika L, 2 hours, 2 twice repeated, and thrice and word is used. Siddesh sir and Geeta has not used any filler words. Santosh, C.A. Santosh has used 2 hours, repeated 4 times. Arnold 1 hour and used word and 4 times, but once. In evaluation speech, Sonal has not used any filler word. Vivek has used 2 hours, once repeated, used 1 word and once. Vishal, again, he has not used any filler words. All to G.
Congratulations, Sonal, Vishal, Geeta, and Siddesh, all the Toastmasters and Masters, for not using any fillers. Naveen has done his duty very diligently, dutifully. I would also request a Toastmaster Naveen, maybe in the future, you can consider highlighting good pauses in addition to bad pauses or fillers. Good job. The most interesting role taker, listener, may I request you to test all the listening skills of the attendees.
Hello everyone, am I audible?
Srishti, barely audible. Maybe you can, I don't know, because of rains, a little more louder, please.
Am I audible now?
Yes, thank you.
Listen if you want to be heard. Moving on to my listening session. So you have to give answers in your chat box. So be ready with your chat box. So my first question is today's day. Today's day. Yeah, the first answer is given by Maunesh. My second question is when your mind is strong, dash is strong. When your mind is strong, the correct answer is given by Siddesh sir. And the third question, excitement was my enemy. This line was said by which person? Maunesh again gave the correct answer. It's Christy. My next question is, where did Christy go to unplanned trip? It was not Nandi Hills, it was Kandagiri, and the correct answer is given by many people have answered it. The Srivatsa gave the first and correct answer. Moving on to my next question, 2 important things to become a successful leader. Two important things to become a successful leader. As it was said in prepared speech,
No, it's not optional. Very closer, Amit. No. Amit is closer. Yeah. The point goes to Anil Surya. The two important things is goal and team. So the point goes to Anil Surya. Moving on to the next question. Who was the hero in Kala Pattar? Who was the hero in Kala Pattar? The full answer and correct answer is given by timer Surbhi Dattatri. So the point goes to Surbhi. My next question is, theme of the day. So the first answer is given by C.A. Siddesh sir. My next question is, office is my favorite place. This is said by which person? The correct answer is given by Naveen. You can't answer your own question. So the answer is given by Maunish. Still two more questions, and we will see who is the winner. My next question is today's date. Okay, Christy gave the correct answer. It's 16th October 2021. In full. And my next question is, dissolve in the nature's beauty. Dissolve in the nature's beauty is said by. Again, Maunish gave the correct answer. Anything is possible if you break it down to pieces. This is said by. Christy gave the correct answer. My next question is to Maunish and Siddhesh sir and Christy. Only these three people can answer because it's a tie between these three people. So Maunish, Christy and Siddhesh sir, are you ready? Yes. So your question is, your life is in danger is said by which person? Your life is in danger. Yeah. So the winner of the meet is General Evaluator C.A. Siddesh Gaddi sir. So guys, please give a virtual round of applause for Siddesh Gaddi sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Hope I did stick to my words. In the very beginning, I mentioned that I'm not here as general evaluator. I'm here as a learner. So that's the reason now I've got listener title also. Anyway, thank you all Toastmasters. It was wonderful learning, wonderful being part of Toastmasters as well as this Sikasa Speakers Forum meeting. I once again request all the attendees to take the survey. The survey link has been posted by Toastmaster Geeta in the chat box once again. With this, I would request our TMOD, Srivatsa, to take over.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving a valuable feedback for everyone, which was insightful for everyone. We have a few guests present over here. I would like them to share a few words on how they come to know, how they came to know on BCTC. I would like to call upon Arnold Dennison. Can you just speak a few words on how did you get to know this BCTC meet, and or is it from Zika's speakers forum, or how? Can you just speak up a few words? Arnold, there?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, fine.
Okay, I had to be away for a while. Okay. Let me know when you can see me. Okay. So I got to know about this from a YouTube video. It's from the YouTuber name is Israel Jabbar Singh. He's an IAS officer. So I used to follow his videos. So that's where I got to know about this. And yeah, so I work in a company called Ernst & Young, and had to do a lot of presentation over there. And yeah, I need to train a team as well. So I have this nervousness problem. So that's where I got to know. So this place is the right place to come over it, and yeah, this will help me to be a good presenter, kind of things. So that's when I googled and found out this club, and then I called Geeta, and that's how I got into this.
Great, Arnold. Hope to see you in the future meets with us, and also the member of a BCTC in future.
Sure.
And we have a past president of Sikasa Speakers Forum, Lakshmi Shanoy over here. I would like to call upon Lakshmi to speak a few words on this occasion.
Thank you, Vatsa. Hi, good evening, everyone. It's always a pleasure and an honor to be a part of this forum. Every single time I come here, I learn something, and I truly love the vibe. It's so positive. I mean, just when you need the motivation, you get the motivation by coming here. And I'm truly grateful for Vatsa and Christy to invite me here. And it's just a awesome feeling. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Lakshmi. Thank you. Thank you so much. Can I have Karthik sir to speak a few words? Geeta ma'am, is he here?
He's there, but he's not audible, I believe.
Okay.
Can try somewhere.
Yeah, fine. Did I leave out anyone who is a guest for this particular meet? If any, please volunteer yourself and speak a few words. Yes. It's reflecting Redmi 9A. Can
That
I
is
know?
Anil Surya.
Okay, fine.
And Vatsa, I have checked, almost all the people are being covered. There's no one who didn't speak in the forum. No.
Fine. It was a great honor for me to take up this particular role of TMOD on this auspicious Linkers meet. To wind up my role, I would just like to wind it up by a few stanzas of a song as we just now completed the festival. So here are the two stanzas of the same. Saraswati namostute Sharade Vidya Prade Saraswati namostute Sharade Vidya Prade Saraswati namostute. Thank you, everyone. Over to Christy for closing remarks.
Thank you, the TMOD of the day. Thank you, Vatsa. Now, first of all, let me express my heartfelt gratitude to the BCTC president and the vice president, Geeta ma'am. She was being supportive the entire week. She has been supportive and getting us the details of the meet and everything. We have divided equally between BCTC and our Sikasa Speakers Forum. So it was a great pleasure meeting everyone, and our forum works exactly like how the BCTC works. So we didn't find anything different in that, and so we feel like it's our forum. Thank you so much for being very we were very comfortable in this forum. Thank you so much for inviting us and conducting this Lingers meet between BCTC and Sikasa Speakers Forum. And next, I would like to express our gratitude to our GE of the day, C.S. Siddesh sir. He has been always a support to us always. He was been always with us whenever we need any help. He was always available and being helped. Thank you so much, sir. So let's put a round of applause to C.S. Siddesh Gadi. Thank you so much, sir. And thank you so much, Geeta ma'am and the entire team for being supportive and inviting us to this forum. Next, I would like to express gratitude to all our committee members and all the speakers who have been present here and patiently listening to the end of the meet. That's it. Over to Toastmaster Geeta.
Thank you very much, Christy, for taking up this one and the joint meeting. I think it was a really successful one by taking up all both Toastmasters and Sikasa members together, along with our GE, Siddesh Nagaraj sir. He's a gem by himself. His availability was something which was susceptible, but still he made it. I believe that it was really nice for him to be here, to be part of this joint meeting. I requested him. And Toastmasters and the guests and the members over here, can you please take up the survey link? I've received only 16 votes. We are actually 21 members over here. Please, after you are done, just give a thumbs up so that I can make out who was given it. A virtual thumbs up. Yes, that's also fine. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much for each one's presence over here. And Shetty sir will be very proud of us for organizing this joint meeting with Sikasa members. Thank you all for being here. And let me announce the winners. So any guesses for the best speaker? You can unmute yourself and tell. Any guesses for the best speaker for the evening? Yes, it's absolutely Sikasa member Christy. Applauses to her. Congratulations, Christy. And any guesses for the best evaluator?
Sonal.
Master Sonal as best evaluator. Congratulations, Sonal. And the best role taker for the meeting, for this meeting. Best role taker.
Srivatsa.
Yes, yes, it's absolutely TMOD Srivatsa. Congratulations to you, Srivatsa. And the best table topic speaker. Best table topic speaker. Any guesses? You're also the participant. You can say your name. Sonal.
Toastmaster Parag.
Sonal.
Even he not participated.
Very nice, Parag. But it is actually Toastmaster Sonal who became the best table topic speaker. So these were the winners. Congratulations to all the winners. Congratulations to all the participants for being for this meeting. And it was really a wonderful, wonderful meeting. Thank you for making this meeting a very successful one. Congratulations and thanks from my wholeheartedness. Thanks to all the participants, general evaluator, all the role takers and everyone's presence over here, including the ex-Sikasa member president. Thank you. Everyone's presence is just occurred. This is just a wonderful meeting to have all together on the same platform. Thank you all. Hope to see you on the next week again. And this is the right time, 6 o'clock. We are ending the meeting. Thank you all and goodbye. See you guys. Thank you. Bye. Shetty sir, you can just remain. And Karthik.